question keeps coming back. What exactly is the deal about teen drug abuse and what makes it such a problem? It may not seem like an issue at first, but studies have shown that those who start with drugs such as pot sometimes move on to painkillers or even heroin. And according to a study done by Monitoring the Future, 23.6% of high school seniors admitted to using an illicit drug in the previous month. Last month, ABC News reported that 129 people die every day from drug overdoses. In fact, in the year 2014, some 47,000 Americans died from a drug overdose. That's why one local woman is on a mission to warn young people about the dangers of getting high.
I thought it was safe, it was my medication, and little did I know there was no education out at that time how dangerously addictive that they were.
For Medea Erickson, the addiction started during her freshman year of college. That's when she began taking more pain pills than her prescription called for.
Fast forward 10, 12 years, almost 20 years later, and I'm standing in front of a judge with 25 felony counts against me for prescription drug fraud and prescription drug addiction.
District Court Judge Randy Hutchins says that most teen cases in his court are drug-related, even if it isn't specifically a drug offense that got them arrested.
For example, they might be charged with a theft offense. And when you get into what their problems are, you discover that there's a history of drug abuse.
After 12 years of recovery, Ms. Erickson travels and talks to groups, both young and old, about the perils of drug abuse.
People wanted to know if I had a book out because I could really explain my story, but not only just my story, also give people guides to the steps that I took to find complete freedom.
Many people, including President Barack Obama and Senator Rand Paul, say that the sentences for nonviolent drug cases are too harsh.
If the rest of the country doesn't legalize marijuana, for example, it'll be interesting to see in those states that have made it legal 10 years from now or 15 years from now, how productive their economies are, how successful their young people are going to be. Because if they're all addicted to drugs in one form or another, how successful are they going to be?
Our country tends to get a lot of things backwards, and they're starting to change that view now. But in Portugal, they decided to decriminalize all crimes related to drug use and drug addiction. And they decided to, instead of incarcerating these people, they would take all the money that they would use to incarcerate that person and invest it into that individual, and investing them to showing them that they have purpose, they have value, finding them employment, developing relationships with other people. And in that 10 years, the adult addiction rate dropped 50%.
The good news is the percentage of teen drug abuse has gone down 6% since 1997. It seems like such a small step, but that's a big step. In 2014, Calloway County and Murray High took a drug abuse survey and were asked the question, how many times have you taken a doctor-prescribed medication in order to get high in the past 30 days of the survey period? And 6% of the seniors admitted to using prescribed pills to get high. We hope the 6% that is out there have changed their minds on using drugs or have found help. We also hope that Callaway as a whole can help reduce the percentage of drug abuse in our school. For Laker TV, I'm Patrick Stenquist.